Hello, hello everyone. My name is Irene Daniel. I want to thank you for being here in this session. I'll wait a bit longer to see who comes. It's really a pleasure to be here every Friday and share high value, high wisdom that is the process of life. And once everyone is here, I give just maybe 1 minute longer. You see, today is really a moment in which I want to share with you a short story of my life, which really started in the uncertainty, in that place of not knowing. I was unaware of who I am truly are. And in that moment of uncertainty, I was still being guided for this amazing life in which I am living, a life of meaning, fulfillment, joy. And the purpose of this call or this session is really to push you in a kind way to look back with curiosity, because everything is already written. Everything is clear only when we start to be in this moment and start to make questions. Okay, and I wanted to share this with you because it's always happening. It is always happening for you. Life is always happening for you. And it's just that some are not aware, and it is okay, because there is a meaning why people are not aware. And I just know that you can change that. And that's why I'm here. And I'm always thinking, how can I express myself in ways that you may become, interest in, or not, interest is not the right word, wait, to activate this curiosity within you. Yes, I'm always asking guidance to in what can I talk every Friday that it may illuminate you. Yes. And so today I wanted to share this small part. There's actually so many parts that makes life. And I decided to tell you a small part of it that actually marked me, and it stayed in my memory for a reason to look back. You see, when we look back in our memories, there are so many experiences. Yes, there are experiences, and the experiences is an emotion. Yeah, it's an emotion. We can see it, of course, but it is an emotion. And these experiences that we gather through life, they all have a meaning. Between the lines, there is a meaning. And when we go there with a sense of curiosity, we can see so much. And of course, I want then to interconnect by exploring the deeper of this journey in aligning with purpose, connecting to the universal laws, and finding this lasting fulfillment. Personal development, personal growth, it's a life of meaning. It's the starting point of questioning everything. You see, when you question everything, not with judgment, we question to understand, because it's through that awareness, by understanding, that we become aware. Yes, and we start to develop great things within us. Yeah. So it's about really, it's the process of becoming. When we decide to walk with awareness, the process of developing our higher faculties, our mental higher faculties, when we become aware of them first, and we are understanding in the depth who we really are, and what is the reason, the why we are here, and we connect the why with the vision. Yes, and we act on taking steps in that direction. Life open up for us. It delivers every opportunity. That this is the truth. It delivers every opportunity, and we are always growing. We are always growing, and this has to do with the level of awareness in which we are in. Okay, so everything is right, and what is not right is better you do the question, what can I learn with this experience? Yes, there is no wrong. Is there, what can I learn with a certain situation? Yes, always directing thought for your highest good. Always directing thought for your highest good. Okay, and this is the process I learned from that moment where I'm going to tell you soon, until now. Before I became aware of this information 3 years ago, I'm so impassioned. I love this material, and I'm studying it every day because I want to deliver the highest to you. I know that I'm on my purpose, and that's why it doesn't matter what it takes. I am here, and we are always learning to be better, to be greater, and the situations, when they come, they are here just to show us what can we improve. What can we improve? Yes, this is nothing to do in judging ourselves. We are not good enough, but what can I learn? How can I develop? And in this mindset of grow, we want to stay and strength. And it's so much fun. It's so much fun. So this path is really a life. It uncover a life of meaning. Yes, we connect with ourselves first, and we become strong in connecting with all surround people, and and situations, they are really connected to everything that we believe that is our truth. Okay, we attract every situation, we attract every person into our lives to as an opportunity or as a lesson or for a development. Okay, so it's really like that. I didn't saw that in my past. I had to go in that process first without knowing. Maybe that's why I'm still discovering that. Maybe that's why I'm here today, and I'm aware, and I'm here sharing with you all, being a part of my process. In my past was already, as I told you, really a part. There was a lot of signs already. I was not seeing it, and by me becoming aware, I understood that I have to share this with you all, even if you are still not in this in this higher consciousness or in this awareness, to connect this information in this precise moment. It doesn't matter. I don't know where you at, so I'm talking generally, because the major from the population are not aware of this information. That's why I'm talking very generally. But the truth is that everything is already here, showing up, guiding us to a higher purpose, to a higher result, to that we can evolve in life, and really to fulfill that contribution, that talent, that blueprint that is within us, to share with others. With that, we develop. This is the evolution of Earth, first within us and then from Earth. So we must be really in that joy of being alive, and people, not just me, so many people are here, and they are talking and they are sharing. So don't take that for granted. Even in our past, great leaders, they were sharing already what we are already talking about. And everyone is different. Yes, everyone carries something unique, and this is the beauty of a collective, is that everyone is different, and with that difference we enrich the world. Yes, so it's important that we carry this information, and then we work the information by studying, learning, applying, observing. This is fundamental. Okay, so as I was telling you, this part of my story is it marked me, it shaped me, it made me a new. In that time, I'm talking about. Wow, it was a long time ago already, but it was in the time when I came to Germany. As I told you, I come from Portugal. I spent most of my time in Portugal, and when I was 21, 22, I came to Germany. So it was for me a decision that I made to come here to this country in which I feel really good. I adapted. It was not very fast, but I was open for new things. So it was already inside of me, this openness to receive, to go to a new place, It was already inside of me, but it was not easy in that time. It was not easy. I remember exactly how it was, but when I came to Germany, I left my family in Portugal, and so it was an experience that brought me closer to who I am today. That I recognize this woman more clear today. That time I was not seeing her because I was not aware, but I was already that person. Yes. So this is the process, you see. And I came here with a purpose. Nothing was meant just to be. It has to come like that. Yes. And so I made a change there. I made a change. I came to a country which I could not speak the language. I was not financial flowing. It was, I was having financial struggles. And in that time, after 2 years, more or less, working, having made, earning my money and living my life, I was not satisfied. I was not happy. I remember that, and then, although I was earning good, I was not satisfied. It was something, I was empty inside. And so I was like, okay, I want to learn something. I want to learn something that can really help other people. Yes. And I decided to learn different professionals, but the doors, they were all closed for me. It doesn't matter what I tried, and I tried hard because I was always fighting, why not? And I was seeing my possibilities, and then I was like, I try this profession, but I was not really knowing what I was doing. I didn't have a direction. I was just, trying to find out a way to be fulfilled. And I was always looking outside. And then one day I get the opportunity to make a practice in the physiotherapy, in the healing arts. And I felt very much connected and resonant. I still was not so sure, but I was feeling joy because I could not understand the reason, but I felt happy in that environment. And so I decided to learn that after questioning myself, is really that what you want? And I was like, okay, I think I want to try this. If the door opened, then I go for it. And actually, when I start to move in that direction, I was not expecting that I would have challenges there. And I had a lot of challenges. Yes. The other professionals I tried, the door were closed, and so I give up direct. I give up. I said, this is not for me, just because the door was closed. You see, in that time, it was like for maybe 20 years ago. Okay, so and then when I quit, I was like, so it's not this door. It didn't open for me. What am I supposed to do? I started to go in the direction that I felt more joy. And I find challenges there, obstacles. I cannot tell you how many that are in the process. But I didn't have the feeling I want to give up. Actually, that fueled me. And so there was a difference now. In that time, I was not aware. Yes. And then I really had the problem, as I told you, a situation. It was not a problem, a situation, financial situation, the language, and most of all, in Germany, I tried to apply. I applied for public schools that they denied direct to enter in this professional, because I didn't have everything that was necessary to study this profession. So I started to have the idea, okay, I go for the private schools. Yes, I go for the private schools. And the private schools, you have to pay every month. And I had to study 3 years to be able to start to deliver my service, in which I felt joy. Yes. And I was like applying though without having the money. I didn't have the money in my bank account. People that know me knows my story. Okay. And I didn't have that money. It was 30,000 euro, 30,000 euro. I didn't have the language. I could not speak the language. I could not speak the language. I could make maybe 3, 4, say some words, and then I mixed with hands and whatever. And so everything was speaking against me. All things were speaking against me. But I still had that passion. I wanted, and I was not aware. I'm telling you, I was not aware that you remember that. And so I wanted very much to go further. Although I didn't have the money, I could not speak the language. This was maybe like 1.5 years after I came here to Germany. And so I was really having nothing that I could have in my hand. Okay, for sure, this is going to happen. Actually, I didn't have nothing. With my rational mind, I would start to, no, this is still not for me. I have to wait. I have to save money. I have to learn a bit more the language. And then I apply. No ways. Although I was not aware, and this is what gives me the strength today, and I understand what happened there. You see? I said, I want to go. I want to learn. So I do what I can do now. What I can do, I will take action. I will take action. I know I can make it. I take action. I decided, and I took action. I apply. I make some proofs. The teachers there, in the time I was making the proof so that I can go inside, they said, you cannot speak so that well. Are you understanding what's going on? If you come here, you need to learn, you need to write, you need to speak, you need to understand. And this is really a hard professional where you have to learn a lot. Do you understand this? And I said, yes. I said, yes. This is, don't, this is my decision. I know, just give me the opportunity to go inside, and then other things, it's my obligation, my responsibility. And so, and I was talking like, I have everything. Like, I have the money. I didn't have the money. I didn't know how to pay that in case they would call me. But I went there. I was not asking, oh my God. And then what I do without money, if I have the possibility to go inside, I was not thinking about this. I was not putting my focus on, if not on, I don't have the money, but I was thinking I can make it. I know that this is for me. I feel joy. I want so much. Yes. And I was in that place that I didn't know I was. Yes, I was already seeing myself, being a physiotherapist all the time. And that gives me the joy. and the strength to whatever comes in front of me. I don't care. I do it anyhow. I find a way. This is powerful. I didn't know that time that I can control that. But in that moment, I was made to do that. It was a part of my journey. How many times there are obstacles in your life and you stop? Maybe. I'm just making a question. And why you stop to move, even if you're not aware of what is that you want? Because in that time I didn't have a vision, I didn't have a goal, I didn't have the understanding from who I am today. I was not understanding that we have higher potential within us, that we can, when we believe that we can achieve everything. And in the subconscious mind, there is always a craft working for us. Not all the time. But in that moment, because I was in alignment without knowing, everything starts to move for me. You know what had happened? I'm just telling you this small but very, very empowerment moment of my life where everything really was working the way I'm telling you now. Yes? By learning, understanding. Now I have control. But in that time I didn't have. And what was happening was I was being guided. And that's why I'm telling you. And after I applied and I had this conversation, I really discovered that now that I made everything that I could, I went to the proof to make this exam so I can go inside, just that I can go inside. I could not speak, I didn't have the money, and I did my best there, really. And it was so many people. I was alone there, you know, in the school. I was very much afraid, but at the same time, I was excited and enthusiastic that I was in that place. I was like, wow, I'm going to learn, and I know that I can make this. So what happened after some time? After like 1, 2, 3 weeks, I don't remember so quite well, I was being called from the Federal Employment Agency here in Germany. And I had the possibility to talk with somebody. Yes. I had an appointment there, and then they asked me how things are going. And I said, I did my best. Now I'm just waiting the answer, but I'm still applying to other private schools. And then they said to me, if they ask you to join them, we will pay you all the money. And I was like, oh, wow. They didn't know what was in my head, but I was like, God is powerful. I knew that then everything is going, because in the moment where this person said to me, if they call you and want you can join in school, we give you the money, we pay every month, and the school, they pay me every month, and the school. I never forget that. In that moment, I knew I'm inside. I didn't know how, but I knew. So after 3 weeks, the school called me and asked me to join. This is exactly like I'm telling you. So after that time, I was like, of course, being so happy. I went inside of the school. I started this amazing professional. And then what happened? I had, how to say, I discovered that I was pregnant. After maybe 1-2 months, I started the school. It's a kind of like a university, okay? So I find out I was pregnant. So I was like, what is happening? Now that I'm here, now that everything is open, now I am pregnant. How am I supposed to go to keep on? And I'm pregnant. I was crying. I didn't understood what is happening. Why this has to happen now? Now that I have the possibility to learn something, to make something out of my life. Why now? Why not later? Yeah. So in that moment, everything, like collapsed. It was chaos. Yes. And I was very much confronted with a lot of thoughts. They start to come everywhere. That joy that I was having, it went out, it disappeared. There was no joy. It was fear, doubt. I don't know if I can make this now. Before I was sure, now I start to be doubting. Yes? And when I started to have that feelings, I was confronted between, what do you want to do now? Do you want to go further in that joy and learning, have the possibility to have a better life? You can do so many things with this professional, can help so many people. Or you want to stay. These were the questions. Or you want to stay at home, you have first the baby, you make a pause, and then you rise, you take care of the baby, and then after, when the baby is like a bit older, you can start and do what you love. Because I love both, okay? I love my child and I love also my professional. So I was in that conflict all the time. It was love and fear, love and fear, love and fear. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I was asking God. I was asking God to give me a sign. I was asking God, why you allow this to happen? I was like playing the victim all the time. I was not understanding. So after all these questions coming into my mind, making me feel miserable, I didn't felt good. I was confused. I didn't know what to do. And I was not saying nothing to no one in the school. I kept secret, like 1-2 months. But of course, the belly started to grow. And I had to decide. And I was in 2 months living in fear, in doubt. I didn't felt good. And I was not in a good place to be. Everything was not good enough for me outside because I was confused. The emotion took control of me. I could not decide. I was paralyzed. And so in one moment, I realized like it was like a voice within me telling me, have the child. I go emotionally when I think about it. Have the child. And I took that decision to move. The child is never, to be pregnant was not an obstacle. It was really for me a test. To know that when we carry passion, love within us, we can move mountains. And my child was really the key in that moment. I didn't realize, but it was the key for me to push. So I decide I have the child and I'm going to make an amazing, I'm going to keep on school. I will be, I'm pregnant. I go to school every day. I will learn. And even without the language, I know I can make in the end a good certification. I know it. And so this love for my child and the passion that I had to learn this professional, I developed certain mental tools in my brain, like memorizing. I was studying. I didn't know what I understood what I was learning, but I could not write, you see. So I memorized. I started to memorize. And then to understand, and I was spending a lot of time at home, and I could not see my child. I could not see. I was in school until the last moment of my pregnancy, and then I had my child. After 4 weeks, I had to go back to school. I made a decision. I go to school. I have my child, and somehow I have to give priorities. I have to make that sacrifice, that it was not sacrifice. In that time, it was a sacrifice. To decide for going to school, not seeing my child, it was a baby. Yes, my ex-husband was taking care of him. I could not see my baby because I need to study. I need to make presentations. I have to be ready to know what this is my tools to work with people. I had that responsibility, and I was committed to go until the end and have the child. So somewhere you have to put the priorities. You have to make the decision in that moment when the opportunities show up. You will be confronted with a lot of situations, and which we call obstacles, but they are not obstacles. It's just because you are elevating, you are in the right path. When things are right and you feel passion and you observe that things start to change, that you feel more, let's say that obstacles that are not obstacles, like I was telling you, so many things were happening at the same time, but I was always led to make the right decision. And the right decision was, I can make everything. I have my child. I do my best in regards to be with my child, and I invest time for this professional, which in long term I will provide me and my child. So I was not seeing that moment now with the baby. I was seeing the life that we can have. The life that we can have when we make such decisions. Yes, I saw in that moment that me and my child, we cannot turn the time back. And these 2 years, the first 2 years of my baby, I was not so much present. Yes, I cannot bring that time back. Yes, but I learned something about myself. My child learned also. And the moments that I had with my child were much more with quality. It was not much the quantity, what the quality that I bring with my child, that in that moment was much more important. Yeah, I spent a lot of time, months, years learning, and the moments I had with my child, I was really enjoying. Yes, and so what is important in this story that I'm telling you is that each and every one has the same story to tell. Everyone here present has a story to tell, which these miracles happening all the time. Situations that we think we cannot make it. Where is the money? Where is this? Everything is against us. This is the right path then. Everything that you see that is giving resistance is actually something that you should work on. And in that moment, when I decided everything started to move, because why? I was in alignment. I was in alignment. That's why I get the money. The language was not an obstacle, because I decided to be better. I find ways. But things start to come because I made a decision first. And I, regardless from fear and doubt that I had in that time, nothing stopped me. Nothing stopped me. Because I was in that faith, I was in that belief that I can make it. I know I can make it. And so that's why things started to open. Because I was aligned in what I was already imagined. I was imagining, I was not aware. Imagine that. And then the emotion was there, and then the right decision. Then I start to plan. Of course, then came something between, to make things even more excitement come in my life more. I was pregnant, but even that, actually, that was the key for me to give you even more power, because the love grows even more, So at the end, I made it. And actually, I even did this experience. It was it touched the teachers. It touched the teachers in that school. So that even I was not aware, but I was making like learning something to get better in my professional. And then I was talking with somebody from that school, and when I was presenting myself in the class, then this person came to me afterwards, and she said, "Oh, it's an honor that I know that I'm here with you." And I was shocked. I was like, "Why an honor?" And then she said, "I come from that school, and every teacher speaks about you as an example." And I was, in that time, I was already, wow. You see, I was completing, I was in my purpose, I was inspiring others. Although I was not knowing that I was inspiring, I just wanted to, I was being me, I wanted to fulfill that desire in the reality. Yes. But that strength that I was creating within me, that power that came over me in action, through decision, with action, yes, it was inspiring others. Even before, even after I leave the school, still people talk about that moment. I didn't know. So this information also made me very much grateful that it was not just for me, also for other people to see that nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. We just need to know the why. We need to know what it fuels our soul, what gives us joy. And don't look to things, oh, there's no money, there's this. No. We are here really to inspire also others, because through our actions, what we do, we are leading others to do the same. Yes. There's a connection with everything. Every decision that you make, you also making not just for yourself, it's going to touch everyone around you. This is the truth. And so when I start my personal development, I went back, and this is just a small thing. I have miracles that happened that time, and I was not aware. And that's why emotions took all over me. I was like raped in that moment with emotions. I could not think clear because fear blocks. the connection with the higher power. It blocks the connection. The connection is always there, but you cannot feel. You don't feel. But thank God, I was in my purpose. I was in my purpose. I wanted so much. Yeah. And so these moments, I was really connected with my purpose. I realized that everything is possible. Everything is possible. I realized that we are here really for something greater. And after this success, for me was a success. A success was not even to have the certification. You know what the success was? The success was, I got the camera. The success was that I keep on going. I was keeping on going, although there was a lot of things happening that it was leading me to give up. But I said, no. I need to go within, of course. I was thinking about what am I supposed to do, and took a bit of time until I decided. But thank God, I decided for the right thing, you know. And so that's why I had a really amazing. I could make it until the end. I have a certification in which it opened me the doors for a lot of possibilities. You see. And so I want to tell you that now in this moment, after this session, go behind, reflect upon situations in your life where you felt a lot of obstacles or challenges, and ask why I had that challenge, that obstacles, what I was doing different. Because obstacles and challenges, they don't come by you making always the same and doing your routine all the time. Yeah, obstacles, they come, this you have to put in your mind. Obstacles, they come, or challenges, they give you the sense of obstacles and challenges, but this is when change starts to happen. And change comes when you do something different. You are doing something different. But the doing is even not the right expression. You are thinking different. You are moving different from the energy. Yes? From the emotion. From the thinking. You are something shift within you. That's why now something is breaking down. Yes? But this is a very normal process, because it's in that moment that you are start to develop your mental tools. You start to bring out the true you start to express the true identity of who you are. Aware or not aware, we are doing all the time. But when you're not aware, what happens? We are not in control. In control, it means we are here, not the emotions, they are not here to control us. You see, if you're not aware of the emotion that you are operating with, you are locked. This emotion will stop you. Emotions are here to be a compass, to lead you, to guide you. But first we must understand what is happening. Where I'm at, where are you at in this precise moment? You have to understand how your mind works. You have to understand what is your brain. You have to understand in which levels the mind lives, operates. And as a human being, as the body, as the matter, the physical part of us. We have a body, but we are not our body. This is the truth. Yes. So until we understand that, there's these ups and downs that even when you are aware exists, because this is life. This is the law of rhythm. But you have much more. You can ground yourself. You can ground yourself all the time. You have control in how you direct. Yes, the energy. I'm going to talk very soon now about that. But this realization, it was incredible for me to have the realization that we always carrying this evolution. We are always in that evolution. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are if you don't believe. Believe me, this is the truth. Yes, this is the truth. And when we are in that time of achievement, when the true fulfillment is not just one time success. Success is really everything. When you get up every day, although you don't feel for, because you don't have a direction, but though you get up and you are doing your best, it's a success that you get up. But what is when you know why you get up every day? What is if you know why you get up every day? Enjoy. And whatever it's happening outside, you still have the control to be grounded and be in that place of joy. Why not? Why not? You can still decide to although everything maybe seems like it's a challenge, you still can decide to make that step that bring you closer to what you meant to be, do, and have. When you are aware of this information, and then awareness is not enough. It's the starting point, but it's not enough. So this was a process that I had to do while I was not knowing, in this uncertainty. I had to pass. This was just a short part. It was much more that happened in that time. But let's say today I understand why I had to pass through all that in that not aware. It made me really strong. My soul was prepared. My soul knows now. It knows. I know why I'm here. But I had to pass through all that tests. I call tests. Yes. So I became aware deeper in the depth through studying. When I start in the mentorship, my personal development, my personal growth, I start to be connected more often, because I realize that I live a life of joy and happiness. Okay, we can choose for that. We can choose for happiness. That higher value is within us. We can produce that. We can produce that. Yeah, I'm not depending from situations outside to be me. I am not depending on what is showing up. First, I am me, and then I resonate. The things that are coming to me, it resonates. It resonates. But if we are not being aware of who am I and what is where I want to go, how I want to live, how can I contribute for a better world? I mean, this is essential to know. Yes, it is so important that we know this. And when we start to make that question, things starts really to come to the surface. Believe me. And that's why I am saying, become aware of that power that is always and flows to and through and from you all the time and is connected with you. It doesn't matter if you believe or not believe. You just first go and make that questions and reflect. Look back, and don't stay so long, just to learn, to see what happened, because the answer is already there within you, actually, because there it means in your brain, in the memories. Yes, you have to go and call that experience and ask what this experience were telling me. What is this guiding me? With which purpose is guiding me? So this is really a process, and this is all lifelong. This is all, so long as you live, it's like that. And this is the beauty of life. Thank God. Yes, it's so much joy when we know, and then not just know, apply. We are protected. We are protected when we know what we want and we start to embody what we know. Then for sure there's nothing that really can really stop you to be that amazing personality and contribute for the evolution of this wonderful world. And the more people that are awakened to this information, it's the better it is. The better it is. And I know that the right moment to understand this information, nobody can influence that. But when you start to learn, to take time to learn about yourself, you're going to connect much more faster. Yes, that's why when people, for example, connect with other persons, there's a reason. There are people, there are kind of catalysts. Yes, they activate. There are experiences that activate also, that bring you also more awareness. Eventually you become aware. Sometimes you need a bit more of time, but keep on learning, because and connect with people that has already the tools. We all in the process. Nobody knows perfect everything. Yeah, because this perfection is what brings us further. But there are principles in this life that we should, and they are within us, but to become again more in that deep awareness, we can study them and we can apply them, and with that we activate faster. Yes, so it's really about to take possession of our emotions, to take possession of our emotions. Understanding the role of the emotion is to guide you, not to control you. Okay? Oh. Okay. So the power of vision. Have a vision. Because when we have a vision, this will, and we anchor the vision in our hearts, this will guide us. This will guide us. And the vision has to have a connection with our purpose, which is a value that we that it brings us to move in a certain way. Okay? And without that vision, that direction, then it's really not easy to maneuver life. That's why we need a direction. We need a vision. Yes, I could have had easier, but it had to happen like it happened. You see, it's okay. But I'm telling you, the ones that are connected with this information, I'm telling you, it will unlock so many great things first within you. You're going to have the possibility to bring change in your life, first within you and then in your life. And you're going to collaborate with other people to bring also this awareness in whatever expression you want to give. This information, when it is unlocked, unlock that higher self within you. You cannot do other thing as to, in your uniqueness, to go outside and express, to contribute with your talents. You will find ways to bring that purpose into expression. And then there's so many ways you can do that. I choose to go in through the personal development. As an entrepreneur, I create ideas that serve people. I teach, I mentor. Yes, I connect with other people that know, that are needing this information and my services, that desire this information at my service. And so it doesn't matter. We create ideas, we receive ideas, and we start to develop them. And this is so much the riches that we have within us. Yes, the riches is not outside. Outside is just the equivalence of what you are expressing. Okay, so it's important that you have a vision as a compass, because when you anchor that vision, you connect with your purpose, you develop the belief, the faith, everything starts to move. Like that time in my past, and now after I really apply the principles and I embody them, and I'm learning, it's all a learned process, but I learning through act, to deciding, making decisions and act in faith. Okay, so you have to become aware. You have to become aware of how your mind works. You have to become aware to practice mindfulness. It means you have to start to observe the predominant way of thinking, what kind of thoughts you have, what kind of emotions you are in, the predominant, where is from which emotion you operate the most, and the kind of the way you bring your day, the routines, the habits. Yes, you have to become aware of all of this. What is that you are resisting the most? This is what you have to actually to develop. Yes, what is the part of your life that you have the most struggle, that you feel you have more struggle? This is just a feeling. Yes, what kind of area of your life? When you do that, things really start to change. But before changing, you need to become aware. Yes, you want to tap into a higher consciousness. A higher consciousness is you becoming aware of the predominant the patterns that you are living, what is always repeating in your life. what is always repeating in your life over and over. You have to become aware of that pattern, habit, that belief, so that you can shift it after you understand how it works, the order, how can you align with the laws of universal laws, okay? And so when you choose to tap into that higher consciousness and align with your true purpose, which is to create. That's why you're here. Then you are in the process of creation. Then everything starts to align for you. Everything starts to serve you. Yeah. So it's important that you stay in that process of understanding, to becoming aware, to understanding who you are and how everything is working for your highest good. And for you to take control of that emotion, you must know the process. Okay? It is so. You have to understand that the human mind operates and connects and is connected with the universal law. You must know how the human mind operates, and it is connected with the universal law. Yes? And when you understand all this, how the mind operates, and the mind operates really when we're not aware, like it was made to survive. It's very competitive, and it really likes the comfort and security. Yes, that's why when we are not knowing, the mind takes control of through habits that we have. I mean, it operates through habits. Yes, it's this automatic thinking, and this way of always controlling. Although you want to change something, but when you are not aware, it means the brain don't know something else, something different. It always bring the what it knows, because it's comfortable, and it don't knows better. I mean, it cannot know when you don't give a new information. The brain will not generate that information, but the brain is here to provide you when you change the information, and you are using your mind as supposed to be, to serve you, to serve the soul. Okay, so what happens when we are not giving the information? Then the brain cannot. But if you give the new information, the brain will start to develop, to open a certain potentials within your brain. This will actually provide or elevate or unlock the potential within your brain. Yes, and there is so much that you still not knowing what you are able. Yes, and that's why it's important, the evolution is you start now. Don't wait until tomorrow, because higher consciousness is here. You tap in this higher consciousness in the present moment, not in the past, not in the future. You must be present today. Yeah, become aware, be present in that moment, and go within, meditate, have that connection with your, with your inner self. Connect with your higher self, and let be guided. After you start to understand, don't wait so much. You just move. Because believe me, I was living that all the time, and you too. You're not different. Yeah. So higher consciousness. Yeah, you must tap there in that power, connect with universal laws. And when you are aligned with your purpose, the universe will support you. The universe will support you. Like it supported me in so many times in my life. With you, it's the same. It was miracles happening for me. And it was not me. Now I know we can call miracles. Yes, because it's something greater that is operating for us. Yeah, this is not more the mind itself giving the not in that order with that structure. It's like everything upside down. Upside down. Okay, you need to bring order, to align, and then you decide, take action. Align, decide, take action. And then you will build the trust. Why I have that faith? Why I trust? Because I can see. Because I understand, I apply, I experience. Not just now. Now I even more have more power. Why? Because when I was not seeing, I was moving, I was being guided, and I trust. I cried, and I was like, out of my control. But there was moments where I ground myself, and I could see miracles. Now I understand these miracles, because now I'm aware. I'm in a higher consciousness, and there's levels and levels and infinite levels, and it's so much fun to elevate, to go with, and allow and surrender. We do what we have to do. Yeah, when you know who you are, and you take the action, and then what you cannot more provide, you just let go. You see, we don't have to fight. Put the work, put the effort too. But the effort is nothing, because when you love what you do, it's nothing. Cannot say it's hard. Not for me. I can never say. You're never going to hear me say it's hard, because it's not. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's learning. It's learning. It's learning. We learn, we apply, we see how can we be better, do better. Sometimes it's going to happen that we not some situations happen, but we learn how can I do better without judgment. Always where I can grow, there is more place to grow. There I need to put my focus. So you always have to be true to yourself. That's all. Yes. You just have to be true to yourself, to no one. People will see it, because energy is always going to transmute. It's always going to transmute through words, to actions, decisions, and what you put out, it comes back. It comes back. Yeah? When you're still in that trust, in that faith. So when you tap into that higher consciousness and you start to observe, you go out and you start to observe your emotions. Then you are not feeling, you're just observing. You start to observe what you're thinking most of the time. This is you going out. So this is what I say. You are not your thoughts, and you are not your emotions. You are that space that you go in, that space of absolute pureness. Yes, this peace, and you observe. You can call that instead of meditation, yes, but you can do it even with your eyes open. You ground yourself. You are in that space where it's not noisy. everything is quiet. In that state of relax, you are relaxed. Yes? And you start to observe your emotions, your thoughts. Okay? And then you're going to see a lot of things. You will stop to react because you don't want to be there in that pattern. This pattern is holding you until you don't see, until you don't observe. You observe, you're not judged, you don't judge, you just observe the pattern that is holding you, the belief that is holding you. This is you tapping in that higher consciousness, present in this present moment, realizing really that you have higher potential. You were gifted from Mother Nature, God, the universe. You are gifted, and so use it for your highest good. Yeah, it's your birthright. It's your birthright to live a life in fulfillment, in abundance. For that, you must know who you are. You have to have a vision to know your why, to give an intention, to pay attention and give an intention every day, and let that intention guide you in the most highest value, that you want to experience, because this is what is going to happen. But allowing that the energy works. When you start a project and you're always giving action and reflecting, seeing what can change, to be flexible, what is not working, what is working, you see. And if you're still believing in that is going to help a lot of people with, whatever, it's your passion, what happens, it must come into form and the results will be there. And don't allow nobody said to you that, that it's not good enough, and it's okay when people say their opinion. This we have to respect. As long as you are strong, believe in yourself, you understanding who you are and where you come from, and you are confident, so what? People can say whatever they want. They are free, so as you are free. We should respect each other culture, each other's religion, each other way of being, way of thinking. My God, it's okay. But you have to be true to yourself. This is freedom. This is freedom to be you unapologetically, from where you are at, what people, how you grow up. It doesn't matter. You need to know who you are in the core, from the core, in the depth. Okay? And your mind is controlling you there. The mind is controlling you there with these beliefs and these limitations and the patterns, information that you gathered all these years. Okay? So when you want change, you have to study this material. And so for me is the point where I want to close this session, is that you have that courage to understand more about you, so that you can make the change. You can make a change when you make a change in your inner world first. Intelligence is very important, to be intelligent. But intelligence don't have anything to do what you learn in school, okay? Yeah? Intelligence is understanding who you are your higher potential, your higher faculties. You see, with that, you can unlock everything. If you have an idea, you can and you should create that idea. It was given to you for a purpose, you see, with a purpose, and you start to develop. But you have to understand how you can do that. You don't run everywhere and ask how. You have everything within you, but there are people can help you, to guide you, to see, to develop, to see to explore, and how can you develop that potential in order that you are in alignment with your purpose, and with the universal laws, that life is really so amazing. And I can help you with that. I know I can help you, because this is my purpose. You can book a call with me. There is no charge when you book a call. It's just a conversation, 30 minutes. Yeah. And we can really talk about to uncover what is holding you, and for you to be that greater self. Which area of your life you really need that great development to involve, to have a different result. And together we can create a personalized plan, so that you can really transform yourself and everything, whatever you touch. Yeah. Every person you get to connect with your services, you will transform. This is the truth. Okay. So you can join my community in Leaders Talk with Irene Daniel, a Facebook group. You can join, of course, also there. And actually is a support community. Everyone is there to develop, to grow, to help each other. We're still on the process. Yes, but the intention is there, and I know it has to be like that. So that's why I created that. And of course, when you are really in fully in the alignment with your purpose, you can also, of course, join a mentorship with me. And and I'm very happy to support you in whatever you need, because I have the tools, the answers, the solution, and I know it works. It's always working. It's working in my life. It's also working in your life, and you can really make big changes with that. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. To be here also, it gives me a lot of joy. And I will be back next week, Friday. I still don't know exactly with which subject, what is that I want to talk about, but I will get inspired and I will be guided. And so I think it's important that we are all together for this purpose. Let us work together to improve. Yes, because when we are really improving, we're improving also the world. And I know that everything is in a great mood. Everything is changing. I feel the shift, the energy globally, and now it's the time. So be a part of this new, I say new world, but everything is changing. I know that you feel that too. So yeah, be a part of the next session. Take responsibility, book a call with me. Let's start this journey of personal development, personal growth, and contribution for a better world. Okay, thank you so much. God bless. See you next time. So, okay, and here I also want to say thank you so much. We see us Friday, next Friday. I will be back. And yeah, connect, DM me. We have so much power to change. The important thing is to do the first step, make that decision. When we make the decision, things starts to happen for us, and it's a higher force that is involved with what is happening for us. No people is in that command. Okay, this is my truth. This is what I am experiencing. So so just trust the process, and for you to trust the process, you must be involved. Yes, you must be involved. And yeah, regardless, be true to yourself, and God bless you. See you next time, next week. Thank you.